Hello, in the today's video, we will discuss about the third gas law, that is Gay-Lussac's law. In the today's video, we will discuss about the Gay-Lussac's law and Avogadro's law. Before, in the previous video, we have already discussed the first gas law, Boyle's law. Second, we have discussed about Charles' law. This is the third. Gay-Lussac is the French chemist who discussed about a pressure and temperature relationship between the gaseous element. He said that at constant volume, at constant volume and number of moles, the pressure at constant volume, the pressure of a given mass of a gas, is directly proportional to its temperature. Means pressure, mathematically what will be the equation? The above statement will be mathematically like this one. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature. It's very simple. When you are observing a container containing gas which is fitted with movable frictionless piston. This is your piston and this is your cylinder containing gas. If you are applying the pressure, the gaseous molecules are come closer. And collision between the gas molecule increases. Molecules are randomly rotate fast in a particular region so that the temperature of a gaseous molecule will increases. So this equation will be pressure is directly proportional to the temperature at constant volume and number of moles. To remove this proportionality symbol, we are taking proportionality constant. Firstly, we had already take proportionality constant K1 for Boyle's law. Second, we had took the proportionality constant K2 for Charles' law. Third, we are taking here K3 as a proportionality constant for Gay-Lussac's law. K3 is a proportionality constant for Gay-Lussac's law. And what is the value of this K3? K3 is proportionality constant. How we will calculate the value? K3 will be the just divide temperature to the left hand side. So P upon T is equals to K3. If you are taking two or more than two gases, then equation will be P1 T1 as in first gas, pressure and temperature. P2 T2 are the pressure and temperature for second gas. It will be K3, and that equation is constant equation. That is K3 value is constant, where P is equals to pressure, V is equals to volume, T is equals to temperature, N is equals to number of moles, and K3 is equals to Gay-Lussac's law constant. So this is your equation. What will be the graphical representation of Gay-Lussac's law? When you are drawing the graphical representation, pressure versus temperature, pressure in terms of atmosphere and temperature in terms of Kelvin. The graph will be straight line originated from the origin. This is for one gas. If you are taking the same for two or more than two gases, equation will be like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the different volumes at different volumes with pressure and temperature axis. So if you are comparing only one, if you are taking observation for one gas, the equation will be like this one. Graphical symbol will be like this one. This is your Gay-Lussac's law. Next, fourth law is Avogadro's law. Under the gas law, we have studied Boyle's law. First, we have studied Boyle's law. Second, we have studied about Charles' law. Third, Gay-Lussac's law. And the fourth one is Avogadro's law. So, what is Avogadro's law? Avogadro's law says that Avogadro is the scientist who gives the contribution about number of moles and volume relationship. He says that at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contains equal number of molecules. Means one more statement is that volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. As volume increases, number of moles also increases. If you are taking the first container, if you are taking the same second container, it contains equal number of volume. If you are taking oxygen gas, if here we are taking oxygen gas at 25 degrees Celsius, at 25 degrees Celsius and pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure. Both the containers have if equal volume, then it also contains equal number of molecules. It contains 30 molecules of oxygen, then it also contains 30 molecules of oxygen. It contains 50 molecules, then it contains also 50 molecules. But if you are increasing the volume, at same temperature and pressure, if you are increasing the volume, the number of moles in a particular region also increases. Means volume increases, number of moles also increases. Volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. Then the equation will be volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. If you are removing the proportionality symbol, here we are already to the proportionality constant K1, here K2, K3 and last one is K4. V is equals to K4N. And what is that K4? K4 is Avogadro's law. K4 is Avogadro's law constant, or it is a proportionality constant. What is the value of K4? We have already calculated the value of K4. K4 is equals to, just shift the V to left hand side, V by N. K4 is V by N. So this is your Avogadro's equation. Avogadro's, he also says that all gases should be in diatomic, triatomic or tetraatomic. Means gases should be triatomic. This is carbon dioxide gas, 2 plus 1 triatomic state. Oxygen, diatomic stage. Nitrogen, diatomic stage. All gases like ozone, triatomic stage. All gases should be methane gas. 4 plus 1, 5, pentatomic state. So all gases should be in di, tri, tetraatomic state. Only noble gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, radon, xenon, these gases should be present in monoatomic state. We cannot write He2, Ne2, Ar2 like this one. These gases should be in monoatomic, while all other gases should be di or tetraatomic gases. Very few gases are there in the periodic table. Out of 118 elements, only 11 elements are capable to form gaseous compounds in the periodic table. So this is your Avogadro's law. One more contribution given by the scientist, that is Avogadro's number. 6 point, which is denoted by capital N to the base capital A, Avogadro's number. This is called as Avogadro's number and it is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. This is your Avogadro's number. What is meant by Avogadro's number? If you are taking oxygen gas, see, oxygen gas, 1 mole of an oxygen gas, if you are taking 1 mole of an oxygen gas, it contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. If you are taking 1 mole of nitrogen gas, it again contains the same. If you are taking 1 mole of methane gas, methane means CH4, it again contains 6.022. If you are containing 1 mole of helium, it contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. Means if you are taking 1 mole of any substance, it contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. For oxygen, nitrogen, ozone, methane, then helium, neon, argon, krypton, any gas contains this much amount of molecules. And that volume is molar volume, which is molar volume. That volume is called as molar volume, and the molar volume is 22.414 liter atmosphere. This volume is called as 22.414 liter atmosphere. Is called as molar volume of that particular gas. So, what is your Avogadro's law? At constant temperature and pressure, the volume of a given gas is directly proportional to the number of moles. Volume is given directly proportional to the number of moles. Remaining proportionality symbol, we are taking is equals to sign, is equals to K4N. And what is the value of K4? Which is V by N. One more contribution given by the scientist, that is Avogadro's number. Equation, the relationship between density and molar mass. Density is denoted by small d, molar mass denoted by capital M. Density and molar mass relationship with the help of Avogadro's law. We are studying here Avogadro's law. What we have studied? Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law is volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. So we have studied the molar mass in the number of moles. We have studied. We know that. What we know that? We know that the number of moles. What is the formula of number of moles? Small m upon capital M. So what is your small m? Small m is mass of gas. What is capital M? Molar mass. And n is equals to number of moles. N is number of moles. And one more equation we have already studied. We have studied the volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. We have removed this proportionality symbol with the help of proportionality constant. That is V is equals to K4N. V is equals to K4N. V is equals to K4N. When you are substituting this equation number 1 in 2, means number of moles, you have to substitute here. Equation 1 in 2. What will we get? V is equals to K4 small m upon capital M. Small m upon capital M. Just we have substituted the value of n from above equation. Rearranging this equation for density. What is the density? Density is equals to mass upon volume. Just shift volume to left right hand side and m will be to left hand side. Capital M is equals to K4 small m upon V, and we know that D is equals to m upon V, mass upon volume. Then capital M is equals to K4 into D, and it means that capital M is directly proportional to the D. To remove this proportionality symbol, we are writing proportionality constant. It means that from above equation we have conclude that at constant temperature and pressure, the given density of gas is directly proportional to molar mass, or we can say molar mass is directly proportional to density. We can write this equation reverse also.